Mom, can we talk for a bit?
Huh? To me?
Well, duh.
Well, it's just you've ignored me for so long and...
Oh, right, here we go. Fine, I'll say it again. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for ignoring you all those years. Yes, I teamed up with your dad, avoided you for 15 years, acted like you didn't exist. I know it hurts you.
It wasn't just that, Peach. After your dad and I started fighting, right around when Dave and I couldn't stand each other anymore, that's when you started shutting me out too.
And I said I'm sorry for that. Do you want me to keep apologizing forever? Did it really bother you that much when I didn't talk to you?
It did, but I also thought maybe I was just a burden to you.
No, Mom, you were never a burden. I swear, I'm happy to hear from you now.
I just wasn't expecting this. It's a little surprising.
I wanted to talk today because I have something important to tell you.
Something important? What is it?
I'm getting married, Mom.
Wait, what? You're serious?
Yeah, I met someone on a matching app. We've been seeing each other for a while and we've decided to get married.
I see. Does your dad know about this?
Of course he does. He already met Steven. We sat down and talked with him.
So you've been meeting him without me?
Well, yeah. I didn't think I had to involve you, Mom. I didn't exactly think you'd want to meet him anyway, considering how distant we've been.
You're wrong about that. But fine, whatever. I suppose there's no changing it now.
And since we're on the topic, I've already had Steven over to the house a couple of times when you weren't around. We talked things through privately.
I figured as much.
Still, I thought I should tell you myself. Dad said I didn't have to, that I could just ignore you if I wanted, but I didn't want to leave you out completely.
How generous of you.
I wanted to give you a chance to be part of this, Mom.
Thank you.
I'll invite you to the wedding as well.
Really? Thank you, Peach. You have no idea how much that means to me. Even after everything, even after being ignored, I still thought about you.
Mom, don't get all sentimental. It's honestly a little suffocating when you do that. Let's cut to the point, though. If you want to attend my wedding, there are conditions.
Conditions? I'll do whatever you ask.
That's what I thought. The condition is money.
Money?
Yes, if you want to be there, you'll have to contribute to the wedding.
Okay, that's fair. I can pitch in and help with some of the costs.
I'm not talking about pitching in. You're going to pay $60,000.
What? $60,000? You want me to pay $60,000 just to attend your wedding?
Exactly. If you pay, I'll acknowledge you as my daughter again. If not, you can stay home.
Peach, that's ridiculous. I don't have that kind of money just lying around.
Don't lie to me. I overheard you on the phone talking about Grandpa's inheritance. You got the land, the savings, all of it, didn't you? So don't pretend you can't afford it.
You were listening? Yes, I got some of Grandpa's inheritance, but that doesn't mean I can just drain it all for one day.
If you care about being there, you'll find a way.
Peach, that's not fair. Isn't the cost of the wedding normally split between the couple or both families? Why am I the only one being asked to pay this much?
Because Steven has other expenses right now. He's already dealing with enough financial pressure, and if I let him handle the wedding costs on top of that, we wouldn't be able to afford the wedding I want. But I guess you don't care if my ceremony ends up looking cheap, right?
That's not what I said.
No, it's exactly what you're implying. If you really saw me as your daughter, you'd want the best for me, but clearly you don't.
Peach, please, don't turn this into that. Of course I care about you.
Then prove it. Transfer the $60,000. Otherwise, you are not setting foot in that venue.
I just can't do that.
Then don't bother coming.
Peach, do you even hear yourself?
This isn't just about money. I reached out because I wanted to reconnect with you, to try to fix what's been broken between us. I thought maybe this wedding could be the start of something new for us, but I guess not.
Is that your priority?
Not anymore. My priority now is starting my new life with Steven. If you want to be part of that, you have to show me where you stand.
By paying you $60,000.
That's right.
And if I can't?
Then consider this my final goodbye. Look, Mom. You need to understand something. This wedding is my future. If you want to be included, this is the price. If not, you can stay where you are.
I thought you cared about having me there.
I do, but not enough to sacrifice what I want for the ceremony.
Then I guess you've made your choice.
And I guess you've made yours.
Mary, we should go out for lunch on our next day off. I found this amazing Italian place I've been wanting to try. That sounds perfect. Count me in. Honestly, I need to vent about my husband anyway. You will not believe this, but he bought another golf club behind my back. Again? Seriously? But hey, maybe let it slide. He is working hard, right? Katrina, you are too forgiving. If you are always soft on men, they will just take advantage of it. Mine does not even work that hard. He just wants new toys. I guess I am just used to letting little things go. Sometimes I wish I was married to someone like you. A wife who accepts everything without complaining sounds perfect. Please, I am far from perfect. I am not some amazing wife like you make me sound. Sure. We will talk more over lunch. Sounds good. I will make the reservation. By the way, Katrina, did you not say before that you know someone in real estate? Yeah, I met someone through my old job. Why? Think you could introduce me? Sure, but why? Are you buying land? No, I want to sell some. Sell? Do you mean the land where you and your husband live? No, not that. It is property I inherited from my dad. Oh, right. I forgot you mentioned he passed away not too long ago. Yeah, it has been hard. Since I got married, I rarely went home because it was so far. When Dad passed, we found a letter in the house. It turns out he left me more than I expected, including that land. That must have been emotional to find. Are you sure you want to sell it? I was not planning to, but Peach is getting married. Wait, Peach? That is wonderful news. Congratulations. Thank you, but there is a problem. She says she needs $60,000 for the wedding. $60,000? That is about $60,000! Mary, what? I know, I was shocked too, but then I thought about it. I have barely done anything for her as a mother all these years. Part of me feels like this is the least I can do. Please tell me Peach did not pressure you into this. She did. You think I came up with this myself? No, Katrina, she asked me for it. Do you not think that is strange? Of course I do, but I have not been the best mother. I keep thinking that maybe if I do this for her, she will finally understand how much I care. Mary, listen to me. You cannot spend everything you have just to prove something to her. You should not have to buy her love or approval. It's not about buying her love. It is about finally doing something real for her. No, listen to yourself. You are talking about selling property your father left for your security just to pay for a wedding. Does your husband know about this plan? Not yet. Oh my God, Mary. You need to talk to him before doing anything drastic. I just want to help Peach. I missed so much of her life, Katrina. I feel like this is the only way to make up for it. Missing out is one thing. Letting her demand $60,000 from you is something else entirely. This is not okay, Mary. But what choice do I have? You have the choice to talk to her. You have the choice to say no. You have the choice to keep what your father worked hard to leave you. If I refuse, she will shut me out completely. I know she will. That is manipulation, Mary. You know it is. Maybe it is, but she is my daughter. And you are her mother. That means you get to set boundaries. If she really loves you, she will not cut you off over money. Let us meet in person and talk about this properly. We will figure this out together. I want to know everything, including how your family is handling this and what Peach has been saying. You would really do that? Of course I would. I am your friend, and I do not want to watch you drain your security and inheritance just because Peach is being unreasonable. Thank you, Katrina. I really needed someone to talk to about this. Then we will figure out a plan before you do anything. Do not make this decision alone. Okay, I will bring the paperwork and my dad's letter when we meet. Good. We will go over everything together. All right. Thank you. Really.
Hey, Mom, what is going on with the money? Did you already sell the land?
Not yet. I have not been able to prepare the money yet.
Seriously? I told you weeks ago that I needed you to have it ready early so we could get the wedding preparations started. Why are you always so slow about everything? This is exactly why Dad cannot stand you.
I know your father dislikes me, Peach, but you should know why. I tried to talk to him about how recklessly he was spending money. I thought we needed to be careful for the sake of the family. That turned into a huge fight, and after that, he stopped speaking to me entirely.
Huh, I did not know that. But honestly, I never yelled at you. I never scolded you, not once. And still, out of nowhere, you decided to start ignoring me too.
That is not fair. Your father told you to ignore me, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. At first, I was angry about it. I even thought about leaving home for good. But do you want to know what really hurt me the most? It was not Dad's anger. It was when you ignored me too. That was unbearable for me, Mom. Even so, I tried so hard to fix things between us. I kept reaching out, hoping we could make up somehow. And honestly, looking back, you were pathetic. It was actually kind of funny. A mother desperately begging her daughter for attention, chasing after scraps of affection. You looked so ridiculous at the time.
Even after all of that, I still hoped you would come around. But you kept ignoring me no matter what I did. Eventually, I started to believe it was all my fault, that maybe I was a terrible mother.
You are not wrong. It was your fault. A stay-at-home mom like you has no right to talk back to Dad. You should have just kept quiet instead of pretending you knew better than him.
I spoke up for the sake of our family, Peach. I was worried about the future. At the rate we were going, we would not have enough money for college tuition.
That was never your problem. I never even planned on going to college. You were worrying about something that did not matter to me at all.
Maybe so. But everything I said back then, everything I tried to do, was for the family.
Then if it was all for the family, you should have no problem paying for my wedding, right? Covering the cost is the least you can do after everything. $60,000 is nothing compared to what I deserve.
$60,000. I guess if it is for the family, I should not think of it as a big deal, right?
Exactly! So hurry up and get the money together, because if you do not, I am not going to consider you part of this family anymore.
So, if I cannot give you the money, I stop being your mother?
Of course! Dad is already helping me out financially. If you want to call yourself family, then you better do the same.
So, everything I have done for this family, all the years of raising you, cooking, cleaning, supporting you, none of that matters?
No, it doesn't. Anybody can cook and clean. That does not make you special.
I see. Then tell me something, Peach. Why did you really ignore me all those years? Was it just because you were siding with Dad, or was there something else?
The reason is simple, Mom. At first, yeah, Dad told me to. But after a while, I realized it was actually fun. It felt good to see you frustrated and desperate for attention, so I just kept doing it until ignoring you became normal.
That is it? That is all it was?
That is all. You were easy to mess with, and honestly, you brought it on yourself.
I understand now. Fine, Peach. I will get the money together. I will sell the land. I will do whatever it takes to make sure your wedding happens the way you want it to.
Good, but honestly, Mom, if you really loved me, you would give me even more than $60,000. A real mother would borrow money if she had to. At least another 10 grand on top of that would make things perfect.
A real mother, huh? You know what, Peach? I am starting to wonder if I ever was one in your eyes.
What was that?
Nothing. Forget it. I will handle the preparations. Dave, I need you to listen. This is important.
What's going on? You sound serious.
I've thought about this for a long time, and I've reached my limit. I can't keep living like this with you anymore. I want a divorce. The papers are on the living room table. Please sign them and take them to the courthouse.
What the hell are you talking about? Divorce? Are you kidding me right now?
I'm not kidding. You and I both know our marriage has been broken for years. I've been holding on for too long, and honestly, this decision is overdue.
You really think you're gonna be fine without me? You don't have a job, Mary. You don't have any family around. You walk out of this house and you're done. How are you even going to survive?
You don't get to say that to me. I might not have family nearby, but I do have money. My dad left me an inheritance before he passed. I've been saving it, and it's enough to get me on my feet.
Wait, that money, isn't that supposed to be for Peach? For her wedding?
Oh, so you knew about that?
Of course I knew. Peach was bragging about it the other day. She said she was finally getting the wedding she wanted. You're telling me you're gonna blow through that money for yourself instead? Doesn't that bother you?
Not even a little. That money was from my father. It was meant for me. What I decide to do with it is my business, not Peach's and not yours.
So you're really saying you won't use any of it for your daughter?
Stop calling her that like it means something. I don't see her as my daughter anymore, Dave. And honestly, I don't see you as my husband either. That's why I want this divorce.
Wow, listen to yourself. You're about to throw away your family and spend over $60,000 like it's nothing. You don't even realize how crazy you sound right now.
Crazy? You really want to talk about crazy after everything? I spent 15 years being ignored in this house, treated like I was invisible, and now I'm supposed to keep pretending we're a family? No, you can't gaslight me into thinking this is normal anymore.
You didn't complain when you were living under this roof, eating the food I paid for, driving the car I bought.
You're right, I didn't. I kept my mouth shut and survived the only way I knew how, but I'm not going to keep doing it, Dave. I finally woke up.
So what, Peach's wedding doesn't matter anymore? You're really just gonna skip it?
That's right. I'm not going. I don't want to sit there and pretend to celebrate a daughter who treated me like a stranger for years.
Fine, do whatever you want. Honestly, this just makes things easier for me. I've wanted out for years. The only reason I kept you around was because you cooked, cleaned, and did everything for free. Now I won't have to listen to you anymore.
Perfect! Then we're finally on the same page. Go ahead and sign the papers. After that, we'll discuss dividing the assets properly.
Hold on, dividing assets? Are you serious?
Dead serious. You think I'm walking away from this marriage with nothing after everything I've put up with? No, Dave. Half of what we've built belongs to me. Legally. The house, the car, the savings. I'm entitled to half of it all.
This has to be a joke.
It's not. You can either buy me out, or we sell everything and split the money down the middle. I'm done being quiet about this.
You're unbelievable. After everything I've done for you, you're just gonna rip everything apart.
After everything you've done for me? Dave, do you hear yourself? You spent years putting me down, ignoring me, siding with Peach every time she disrespected me, and making me feel like I didn't even exist in my own home. You want me to keep sacrificing for people who never saw me as family? No, not anymore.
You're gonna regret this.
No, Dave, I regret staying this long. I regret giving you the best years of my life while you treated me like a maid, but I'm done regretting. From now on, I'm choosing myself.
So that's it. You're really walking away.
I already walked away the moment you and Peach decided I wasn't worth fighting for. This is just me making it official.
Mary, what the hell is going on here?
What are you talking about all of a sudden? Wait, did you already submit the divorce papers?
Not yet. I'm still trying to get everything in order, but that's not what I'm talking about. I just got this certified letter in the mail. What the hell is this about me having to pay you alimony? Why should I have to pay you anything?
Do not play dumb, Dave. You and Peach ignored me for 15 straight years, acting like I did not even exist in this house. 15 years, and now you are trying to tell me you should not have to pay me a single cent for what you put me through? That is not happening.
Come on, Mary, even if you say we ignored you, how can you even prove that? There's no evidence of that!
That is where you are wrong. You should know by now I keep a daily journal. I wrote down everything, Dave. Every conversation, every time you two treated me like I was invisible, every single detail. My attorney looked through it and said there was more than enough to prove emotional neglect. That is why I had the letter sent. I am well within my rights to demand alimony, and you are going to pay it.
Hold on a second. You can't expect me to come up with that kind of money out of nowhere. I'm already struggling to get together what I need for the property settlement. There's no way I can cover both right now.
Why not? You make a decent salary, Dave. You have for years. You should have been prepared for this.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of expenses you don't know about. Things have come up. It's not that simple.
Things have come up because you refused to listen. I warned you for years, Dave. I begged you to stop wasting money on pointless things, but you ignored me, just like you ignored everything else I said. Do you even remember why we had that huge fight? It was because you kept spending recklessly without thinking about anyone else.
Look, I get that, but you blindsided me with this. Out of nowhere, you're demanding alimony on top of everything else? That's a lot to process!
Blindsided you? Are you serious right now? How many times did I tell you to start saving for emergencies? How many times did I say you should plan ahead instead of living like nothing bad could ever happen? You chose not to listen, Dave. That is on you.
I don't even know what to say right now!
Good. Do not say anything, because at this point, what happens to you is not my concern anymore.
Mary, come on, just hear me out for a second, please! I'm asking you to reconsider at least the alimony part. The property division I can manage somehow, but the extra payments on top of that will ruin me!
Do you honestly think you get to ask me for mercy after everything? After 15 years of treating me like I was nothing? No, Dave, you do not get to walk away from this without consequences. Alimony is happening whether you like it or not.
But you have the inheritance your father left you, right? You already have that money. You're not struggling. Why do you even need this?
This is not about needing it. It is about accountability. This is about making you face what you did to me. I lived in this house for years like a ghost, Dave. I spent nights eating dinner alone while you and Ayano laughed together in the living room and pretended I was not even there. Do you know what that does to someone? Do you even care? This money will not fix what happened, but it is one way to make you answer for it.
Mary, come on! You're talking like this is some kind of revenge mission! Do you really want to drag this out? Peach's wedding is coming up! We should be focusing on that, not tearing each other apart like this!
Peach's wedding has nothing to do with this. Do not you dare bring her up as an excuse. That is a separate matter, and I am done sacrificing my well-being for your comfort or hers. This is about me standing up for myself for the first time in years.
You're not the only one struggling here! Do you think I'm just sitting on piles of cash? Between the wedding, the mortgage, and now this divorce, I am drowning! And now you want to push me under completely!
You know what, Dave? I spent 15 years drowning too. Except I was silent about it. I smiled and I played the role of the perfect wife, cooking your meals, doing your laundry, and keeping the house together, while the two of you made me feel like a stranger. You think I owe you sympathy after all that? I do not.
So this is it then. You're really going through with this.
Yes, I warned you, and you laughed it off. I begged you to talk to me like a partner, and you ignored me. Now, this is where we are. I am done begging for scraps of affection or respect. You will sign the papers, and you will pay me what you owe.
And if I can't?
Then I will take you to court, and you will lose more than just money. You will lose your credibility. You will lose control over how this divorce plays out. I gave you the chance to handle this privately and fairly, but if you want to fight, Dave, I am ready to fight too.
Mary, you have really changed.
No, I just finally stopped pretending. This is who I always was. You just never bothered to see me.
Hey, Katrina, it's been a long time. Do you have a minute to talk?
I guess, but how do you even have my number?
We went on a few family trips together years back, remember? We made a group chat for organizing them, and I guess your number was saved in there. Honestly, I had forgotten about it until now.
Oh, right. I guess that makes sense. So, what is this about?
It's about Mary. We're getting divorced. I wanted to talk about some things, but Mary refuses to sit down and discuss anything with me.
Okay, but if the divorce is already finalized, what is there to talk about?
It's not finalized yet, but it is definitely happening. There are still things we need to work out. Instead, I'm just getting demands thrown at me without anyone listening to what I have to say.
Maybe that is because your side of the story does not matter anymore. And, forgive me for saying this, but you ignored Mary for years. 15 years of silence. And now you want her to listen to you? That is a little self-serving, Dave.
That's what Mary told you, huh? But ignored is a pretty harsh way to put it. Things just cooled between us. We barely talked, sure, but that doesn't mean I was deliberately ignoring her.
Honestly, I do not care about the details of your marriage. That is between you two, and I do not want to get involved.
I get that, but I need your help with something. I want to know where Mary is right now. We've been messaging on and off, but she won't meet with me in person. I feel like we need to talk face to face just once before everything is finalized.
Absolutely not. There is no way I am helping you find her.
Why are you so against this?
Because I know what you did, Dave. I know you turned your daughter against her own mother.
What are you talking about?
Mary loved that girl more than anything. She never once said a bad word about her, and they never even had a fight. Then, out of nowhere, your daughter stopped talking to her completely, and Mary blamed herself. For years, she thought she did something wrong, but she didn't. You did. You fed your daughter lies, didn't you? You told her that Mary was the reason you and her weren't happy. You told her Mary caused all the fights. You painted yourself as the victim when the real problem was your reckless spending and the constant financial strain you caused. You isolated Mary in her own home.
That's not how it happened!
Do not even try to deny it, Dave. You made her feel like she was the problem so that when your daughter pulled away, Mary thought it was her fault, and you let her live like that for years.
Look, Katrina, you're letting your emotions get the better of you. I'm just trying to figure out a way forward. I want to make peace with Mary.
Do not twist this into some noble gesture about peace and family. You had 15 years to care about your family. You had every chance to treat Mary with respect, and you threw it away. Now that she has finally escaped you, you want to drag her back into the same pain? No, I will not be part of that.
You're being unfair! I'm still her husband and I'm still her daughter's father! I deserve to be part of this conversation!
Then you should have acted like it when you had the chance. Mary has spent years rebuilding herself, piece by piece. She finally has her life back, and I will not let you destroy that.
Katrina, you're siding with her without knowing everything!
Of course I am siding with her. She is one of my oldest friends. Do you know how much it kills me that I didn't know what she was going through? That she suffered in silence for years, blaming herself, while I had no idea? If I had known earlier, I would have helped her leave you long before now. She thought she was at fault. She believed she deserved the coldness in her own home. Do you understand what that does to a person, Dave? You broke her down until she stopped talking about it altogether. That is why she never reached out for help.
You don't get it. I did what I thought was best for my family.
No, Dave. You did what was easiest for you. You spent years avoiding responsibility, avoiding the truth, and blaming Mary when things fell apart. And now, after everything, you still think she owes you a conversation? You don't deserve her time.
I get that you're angry, but I'm trying to fix things.
You are not fixing anything. You are trying to protect yourself. If you really cared about Mary or your daughter, you would leave her alone and give her the peace she fought so hard to get.
Katrina, please, I just want to talk to her.
No, I will not help you. Mary is finally free from you, and I am not going to put her back in that position.
So that's it? You're just shutting me out entirely?
Yes, Dave. And for the record, Mary does not consider you or your daughter family anymore. She has built her own life now, one without you in it.
You're really just going to take her side like this?
Without hesitation. You know, it is funny. I used to think you were good for her. I thought you were stable, supportive, someone she could build a future with. But all along, you were slowly tearing her down, making her doubt herself, making her believe she was unworthy of love. That is what I cannot forgive. And yes, I know about the settlement. I know you were fighting her on alimony and trying to reduce your responsibilities.
How do you even know about that?
Because Mary told me everything. She has nothing left to hide anymore. I know exactly what you are doing, and I want you to know this. I will never be on your side.
Katrina!
This conversation is over. I am blocking this number after this message. You will not reach me again.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, what's this about now? I didn't think we were family anymore, remember?
I don't care about that right now. Dad just told me you've been threatening him about payments, saying things like, if you don't pay, I'll file for enforcement.
Threatening? Please. I explained this situation very clearly. If he owes, he pays. That's how life works. You two should stop thinking you can just run away from responsibilities.
I didn't come here to talk about Dad.
Then what is it?
My engagement is over, Mom. It's ruined, and it's all because of you.
What? Your engagement? You were planning the wedding. What happened?
Don't act clueless. Everything fell apart, and it's your fault.
You're going to have to explain how I'm responsible for this.
You met Steven, didn't you?
Oh, Steven? Yes, I met him. He came over to the house himself, actually. Said he wanted to meet me directly and make a proper introduction. You and him seemed to go out of your way to avoid introducing us, but Steven insisted.
He went to see you without telling me? I can't believe this. But why would that lead to the engagement being called off?
Peach, don't start blaming me for everything.
You don't get to play innocent here. You caused this.
How exactly do you think I caused it?
You told him about the wedding costs, didn't you?
Oh, that. Yes, I brought it up. Because I was surprised. Most couples these days split costs or handle it themselves, but you made it sound like I was expected to pay everything. I simply asked him why it was arranged like that.
You asked him? That's a joke. You blew everything up.
Actually, what I found out shocked me. Stephen said he planned to pay for the wedding himself. You, on the other hand, told me the exact opposite, that it was agreed I'd be covering everything. So I asked him straight out. And when he realized you were trying to take money from me under false pretenses, he was furious. His words, Peach, not mine. How can I marry someone who would lie to her own family to get money? Frankly, I don't blame him.
You had no right to say anything.
No, Peach, you had no right to try to manipulate me.
You ruined everything.
No, I didn't. Stephen made his decision based on facts, not gossip.
You didn't just talk about money, though, did you? You told him about the divorce and about me ignoring you for 15 years.
Of course I did. He deserved to know the full truth about the family he was about to marry into.
You actually said that to him?
I assumed you'd already told him. Clearly I was wrong. I imagine when Stephen learned both about the wedding costs and the fact that his fiancée iced out her own mother for 15 years, he started questioning what else you weren't telling him.
Do you hear yourself right now? You just admitted it's your fault.
No, my dear Peach, you don't get to rewrite history. Who lied about the wedding costs? You. Who spent 15 years pretending I didn't exist? You. I told him the truth, that's all. If the truth broke your engagement, that's on you, not me.
You didn't have to tell him everything. You didn't have to humiliate me.
And let him walk blindly into a marriage built on lies? No, Peach. Stephen is an exceptional man. Respectful, kind, ambitious. I saw that the moment he introduced himself to me. I wasn't going to stand by and watch him walk into years of misery.
It was so close. I finally had a chance to be happy.
Oh, Peach, don't you dare. You think I ruined your happiness? You spent 15 years taking mine away. Do you remember when you decided I wasn't worth your time? Do you remember ignoring my messages, avoiding family gatherings, pretending I didn't exist?
That was different.
Different how? Because back then, you had all the power and I was the one being shut out? For 15 years, Peach. 15 years, I was treated like a stranger in my own family, and now you want my sympathy?
I never thought you'd take it this far.
This far? I'm doing nothing more than holding up a mirror. What you're seeing right now is the result of your own choices.
So you wanted this? You wanted me miserable just like you were?
I didn't want this, Peach. I wanted a relationship with my daughter. I wanted to be at your wedding with pride, to watch you start your new life. But you made that impossible.
I just wanted us to be okay again.
No, Peach. You wanted my money, not my forgiveness. If Stephen hadn't found out, would you have come to me at all?
Stop saying that!
Then tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you weren't trying to use me. That silence says everything.
So this is it? You're just going to stand there and act like you've done nothing wrong?
I didn't destroy your engagement, Peach. Your lies did. Stephen deserves someone honest, and frankly, you deserve this wake-up call. After her engagement was broken off, Pete tried using dating apps to find someone new. However, her manipulative and selfish personality quickly became obvious, and people lost interest fast. No one wanted to get involved with her, and eventually, she gave up on finding a new partner. Meanwhile, Dave struggled under the financial pressure of paying both the divorce settlement and property division. In the end, he was forced to sell his house, his car, and nearly everything he owned just to cover the costs. The two ended up moving into a small, cheap apartment. Instead of supporting each other, they constantly blamed one another for their miserable situation, leading to endless arguments. As for me, I've finally broken free from years of emotional manipulation. I owe my peace and happiness now to Katrina. I've learned how important it is to ask for help rather than carry everything alone.